What is up, everybody? Noomer here, bringing you guys some Bloody Queen gameplay. Now, I do have this first match here and a couple of clips I'd like to show you guys, and then later on in the video, you'll see some forward gameplay of Survivor. Now, starting off, we are on Ever Sleeping. I got the corner house gate spawn, so I knew somebody was at Fake Gate. Surprisingly, it was the prisoner, which was really clutch. Now, in a week and a half, I went from Croc 5 to Shrek? Is it Shrek? No, some people call it Cyclops 2, which is a major improvement, and I'm not even a hunter main. However, I had to do it because of Koa, and I felt like it was the best for my team. Now you're going to see that the prisoner does go down early in this match. I end up faking mind gaming him here at that pallet. Now what you're going to want to notice is, I imagine once you look in the middle of Ever Sleeping and you see nobody decoding there, or just nobody there in general, if you don't have tinnitus, you definitely know people are at other ciphers, if that makes sense. Essentially, I was just focused on my tinnitus, and I noticed nobody was there. So this makes it viable for me to mirror on top of somebody quick and maybe stuff the rescue. Obviously, I had to break that connection. I hate Cypher Rush. Mechanic is like a draw guaranteed. And I learned a lot from playing Hunter. So I see that the doctor is coming for the rescue. I want to mirror right away. I end up actually getting that hit, which is very good for my Hunter perspective. Now, it was unfortunate for the survivor that he did not see my mirror was behind him while he was healing up. So I ended up stuffing that save. They're going to have to try to rescue after half. And from there, I still have my blink, which is really clutch. Now, I know a lot of people have asked me about Bloody Queen tips, and to be honest, all I did was really practice my mirrors. Honestly, in high tier, I still get clapped. I still get a lot of losses and draws with her. And I realized, but low to mid tier, she is really effective, especially if you can hit those mirrors early and have that blink. Obviously, I run Rage, Berserker, and Hunt. A little bit of 2 in Hunt, I'm pretty sure, and 1 in 1 for Berserker and Rage. But other than that, yeah, I like to be patient. You're going to see here that I did get a hit on the Priestess. They ended up standing there for a little bit, which was unfortunate. And I got another stuff and rescue. But I do see the Enchantress is coming for the rescue, and boom. I end up getting that Terror Shock, which was actually pretty nice. That's why I threw it in the gameplay. And from here, it's going to be a GG, it's a 4-man. And honestly, I'm probably going to always love Survivor more than Hunter. Don't get me wrong, Hunter was really fun, especially since it was based off only my mistakes. But Survivor, I guess I just like, being with the team, communicating with people. I'm a real talkative person, so I think I just enjoy the Survivor more side anyways. Now, one thing I noticed is I was 52nd Bloody Queen, well, I still have the A badge, and I'm 50th Ripper. Now, Ripper was really good at stuffing rescues, but unfortunately, it kind of didn't help me, especially in high tier. I went from an 85 win rate to a 67, which was unfortunate, but I'll bring it back up. Now let's jump in right into this Leo's memory. I see that the prisoner was getting chased. He was kiting me for a little bit now. I end up mirroring on him after I get the standard hit and insta-downing him pretty quick. However, the prisoner did a really good kite beforehand. And you're going to see that the coordinator is going to come for the rescue. And I just thought this was a really quick, good gameplay to throw in there for you guys. I have about another clip or so of Bloody Queen, but I guess this was just like my adventure of the 1 week of Hunter, and I really enjoyed playing it. Now that we all know Koa's coming around, it's about to be December soon. Honestly, with my Koa team, out of the 7 people, I am currently the lowest Hunter tier. That's why I had to grind it out, especially since you're crack 5 and you're Titan. You're like, I got to do something. Like, getting Titan more stars kind of doesn't help, but it is fun playing Survivor, don't get me wrong. So you see there that the core does miss her shot, and I end up getting that Terror Shock blink. And yes, of course, you're going to see the thank you, because, come on, who wouldn't thank that? Now, jumping right into the last clip I have of Bloody Queen, I saw that the Merc actually elbow padded into there. I don't know how, I don't ask questions, but I'm getting that standard hit, and I Terror Shock blinked him through there. And yeah, I really enjoyed Bloody Queen. Now, getting on to some forward gameplay, if you guys have watched my live streams, you see me play a little boosted. We don't talk about that, okay? But I am learning forward, because on my alt account, I am A badge. But I don't know, I just feel like when you have no badge, people always think you're throwing. But if you see here that the Seer is at Shack currently, we actually are going against OT. OT has been trying to work in his Sculptor, and he has been getting bullied for quite a while. And you're going to see him get bullied in this gameplay. OT, I love you. It's all love over here. But yeah, you're going to see that he does get an early quick statue, which was really nice on his part. And I noticed this, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should help this Seer out, Seer versus Sculptor isn't as, good. So here, I'm like, okay, let me get a quick stun. I barely use any of my football. But then the seer ends up getting double hit by a statue, and I'm over here crying inside. I'm just like, what do I even do? So I'm like, okay, maybe we could pull something off, maybe we can't, but we'll find out. Now we see that the seer was thinking about looping Church. However, he knew that was not an opportunity because OT did a very, very good job cutting him off. But the seer did do a very, very good job also on using his owl in the right way. He ends up saying sorry because he knows he's probably going to go down soon. You see him there. You see him lag there a little bit. So, I'm honestly not blaming him. I'm just sick though because I'm like, man, we still got 5 ciphers left. But I know that we do have a mechanic, and Cypher Rush is insane. Like I'm telling you guys, after that week of Hunter, I just noticed Cypher Rush is just freaking sane. But I know that he threw his little satchel? I forgot what it's called, to be honest, guys. But I knew he threw that, and I'm like, okay, well, he's pressuring me already, so I got to go get this rescue. So we end up meeting each other halfway. I try to dodge and get out of the way so I don't hit him. I end up actually getting this pallet dropped in front of him, but I knew he was going to blink because he didn't use it beforehand, and he ended up actually hitting that chair. So at this point, I'm like, let me just help the seer out. Maybe he can get out of graveyard. So I end up getting that really, really good stun. He ends up taking the speed boost from the pallet. And at this point, I'm not trying to get hit. I don't know how I did that right there, but he ends up not hitting me at all. And yeah, I think maybe I should go for another stun, but I realized I don't have any more football. But I did get the seer from graveyard all the way to middle broken without getting touched. And I just feel like that was good on using my football. Probably used a little too much, but I see that he is still lagging, but it's okay because we got about 3 ciphers left. Got my duo Elias playing another rescue character, and we have mech. So I'm like, okay, maybe if he can kite for a little bit. And he ended up going down, but I think I wasted enough time for us to actually get a win. I was seeing a little hope. I wasn't just gonna be like, he's lagging, let me just give up. I remembered it's OT Sculptor. Like, come on now. I'm just kidding. OT, if you're watching this, I love you, my guy. I'm just playing around. So the seer ends up getting his second chair. We're around 2 ciphers left. I know the mech has been doing an amazing job with decoding. We actually have 1 cipher left now because Elias popped his cipher. Now, I'm talking to Elias in voice chat. I'm like, Elias, you just need to clutch up, Even if you need to go with the mech to get the rescue, do what you got to do. So he's like, okay, I think mech's coming for the rescue. So I'm like, okay, double rescue. I'll do the last cipher that I started off with in graveyard. He ends up baiting that rescue. He ends up getting an amazing shot here. No one took a hit, which was perfect. Mechanic actually had tied. And at this point, me and Elias are like, okay, can you just body block him? And he's like, yeah, I got you. So I'm like, okay, I'll just try to Cypher Rush as best I can. Let's just try to keep the seer alive, OT's really, really riding on the seer dying quick, and he's going to try to get a draw. I see Elias gets an amazing pallet stun there, has to emote. And honestly, I can't even blame Elias because I love the skin he has on from Koa. I think all of the private skins are really, really rare. I think the funniest looking one is probably the lawyer one, to be honest. But you're going to see here, Elias does block the view, or like the way for OT, which I thought was a really good thing to point out. However, we're just going to wait for a while, Hopefully you guys all are doing good. Hopefully you guys can catch up on the live streams I've been doing. I'm going to probably do them religiously, especially when Koa's coming around, because I know a lot of people want to see that, especially like, top survivor rank. Who doesn't? But for now, OT's going to waste a lot of his stats, what I think is a mistake on his part, which obviously, what can you really do? You don't want to give off that standard hit like he just did. But he ends up hitting Elias. I end up popping the cipher at graveyard. We see that the bot has done an amazing job. Got the gate open, or going to be open soon. However, OT does switch targets on Elias. Now at this point, I'm like, okay, what can I do? Is he on me? And I'm like, no, he's committed to you, Elias. Let's see if you can clutch dungeon. It's at graveyard. Now you're going to witness Elias make a bot play. We end up trying to get that 4-man, but we end up getting the 3-man. And that'll wrap up today's video. You see him be like a goofy and vault right in front of him. But like I said, that'll be it. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe.